If you've watched any of my live streams on YouTube of my shifts on Broadway, you probably noticed that I usually have this guy by my side. And you can see right here that this is a chart. And this is used in other places aside from Nashville, but this is a Nashville's number chart. Now you can see that I'm a drummer, and if we zoom in here, there are absolutely no drum markings on this chart right here, okay? And so why I have it that way is, well, first of all, there's about 5,000 charts in here, and there's a folder that's shared amongst a lot of musicians here in Nashville. I'll put a link on this video for you to check it out. But there's just a collection, there's so many songs. And so I just put this on my app, forScore, on my iPad. And so I usually make notes on some charts that I'm playing. I'll write down metronome markings, I'll write down specific hits or figures. Sometimes I'll just write a drum chart without these chord numbers. So I was recently on a gig where somebody called a tune, Vince Gill's Don't Let Our Love Start Slipping Away. And for somebody who's new to country music, I've been playing it for about a year, listening to it for about a year. I wasn't familiar with that. There's so many tunes out there that everyone knows. So I said, let me see if I can pull up that chart. And so I pulled up this chart, and I'm like, okay, I've never played this before because I usually have some kind of markings on it, like drum markings, and there's nothing there. But I'm like, they're like, can you play it? I'm like, And I took a look, and I'm like, yeah, I think I got this. And why I always have these chord charts with me, because having some information is better than nothing. And so on this chart right here, I'm actually going to attach it. I'm going to put this on a split screen so you can see what's going on with this chart as I'm playing. I see that the tempo is somewhere around 113, 114 BPMs. I also see, and I'll even let you see as I'm playing, if I zoom in, there's an intro. I'm like, oh, the count off is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, and so then I see the chord numbers right here, and then I see what the song form is. And I also notice, all right, the verse is 16 bars, but the chorus is going to be 12. And so I'm going to kind of look out for that, and this is kind of like a roadmap for me. And, you know, I know how to play guitar, I know how to play piano, not well, but you know, I can follow along with what these chords are doing, and if I can hear it, even though I'm playing a non-harmonic instrument, I can kind of guide people through the song. This is why I think it's really important for drummers to know charts, to have no Nashville Number System, to have some kind of reference. Now, if I didn't have this chart with me, yeah, I would be able to play the song. I think I played it better with having a chart because I could hear where the chorus, where the verse was at, where things may be a little bit odd, different than what I would expect. So I'm going to let you, this is actually the first time I've ever even heard the song and I'm playing it. For you country music fans out there, I apologize, I'm late to the game. I'm getting on board with knowing this repertoire. But here's an example of me never having heard the song, having no chart to work with except a chord chart, and playing down the chart. And is it perfect? There's probably things I probably could change, but it works. And when you're playing a shift on Broadway, you're playing 4 hours straight, usually no breaks. Sometimes it's with people you've never met before, never played with before, and everyone has kind of a different reference point. Having these kind of tools is invaluable. So I'm going to attach the chart, I'm going to attach a Dropbox folder, and I'm going to let you kind of go on this journey with me and see what it's like playing a song that you've never heard before. When I open up the chart, I can see the tempo, and I can see that there's an intro that I need to count off with a pickup. I also see that there is an 8-bar intro, after which we go into the verse, and I'm going to use a fill to mark that. notice the different shapes of the verses versus the chorus, and I made sure to frame that right here.